Hey guys, I'm back. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to find top talent on Fiverr. Hey guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I'm going to be giving you guys key information when it comes to having more success in your SMMA agency. Everything I give you is from my personal experiences, and it has been successful for me so far. So I hope to give you guys more value like this so you can have success as well. Okay, so let's get into it. So how to have success with Fiverr. I found that there's 4 top things that you must do in order to be more successful when you're looking to find an outsourcer on Fiverr. And if you've ever tried finding one before, maybe you got discouraged, maybe you didn't really find the right one, I'm gonna turn you around in this video to say, don't be discouraged, it's normal. Okay, and I'm gonna give you a perfect example. I used to be a manager in a company, and basically we had to hire people, and it was a process. You know, you have to go through the interview, you meet people and they may seem really good in the interview, and then you hire them and they're not that good, right? Because they sell you the dream, right? And you get a bunch of resumes that really don't meet the criteria of what you're looking for, or you don't think it's gonna fit well with your company and your culture, and so you have to turn other resumes away. And looking for an outsourcer is essentially no different, right? You have to know is what you need from someone before you hire them, assuming that they're gonna get you results. And what do I mean by that? You go to Fiverr, let's say you want somebody to run ads on Google for you, right? But you don't really know what they should be doing and what they shouldn't be doing. You just want someone to run ads, but what you really want is you want someone that could generate leads and customers for your business, or the company that you're working for to do ads for, right? But the person that you hired, they don't know how to really do that. They just know how to set up a beautiful and nice campaign that could potentially generate leads and you know, sales and phone calls for your client, but they don't really know how to do the next step. And so this is the part where most people have issues when they looking for an outsource on Fiverr, okay? And so these are the processes and the steps that I take in place to make sure that I have more success when looking for someone on Fiverr. The first thing I do, you must know what you need them to do, okay? You must know what you need them to do. And so let's say you work with, let's say it's a carpet cleaning client, and it could be a different niche, but essentially if your goal is for them to generate more leads and phone calls for the business that you're running ads for, you need to ask them, and this is, or you need them to know, I should say, let me back up, I apologize. You need them to know if they could do, for example, hey, you see them on Fiverr. Hey, have you ever generated leads for carpet cleaning companies on Google Ads? Okay, and if they say no, then you now know you don't need to continue the conversation, okay? But if you go through a couple people, you say, well, let me ask you this. Have you, and you get in the same response, you could just say, well, have you generated leads for any home service niche on Google Ads? And then they might say, yes. Okay, nice. What niche was it in? Okay, and then they tell you the niche that it's in. You say, great. How many phone calls did you get the business, or ballpark? And how long were you running ads for them? Okay. Now, some people may say, well, it took us a month to start getting leads, or 2 months. That's way too long. Listen, you need to have campaigns that are pumping out leads. I would say in 72 hours the most, you know, maybe a week, but really within 72 hours, your client needs, that phone needs to be ringing. Okay. That person is looking, they're looking to get more leads and sales. That phone needs to be ringing. And that's what you're looking for within an outsourcer, right? And so now the tables have turned. We're no longer looking for someone that can just set up a nice Google Ads account. No, we're looking for someone that can generate leads fast, okay? It changes the perspective a lot. Number 2, you have to interview them. Okay, we just talked about interviewing people. You have to interview these people. I wouldn't say to a large extent, but you need at least 4 to 5, maybe even 10 questions that you can ask them. And I just gave you 2 questions you can ask them, but you gotta have your process. You gotta have questions that you can ask them. More importantly, a good question that you can ask them is, can they show you results of a campaign that they ran, and or a landing page, okay? So you may wanna also find a double-edged sword. a person that knows how to run Google Ads and set up a nice landing page? Can they show you some of that? Why? Because just having a good Google Ads account with a bad landing page is going to be another whirlwind. It's not going to convert. And then it's obviously not their fault that you gave them a page that's not, it's a non-converting page. It doesn't convert. Okay, so you need a good landing page. And I'll make another video about landing pages later. Number 3, must ask them about results, which we just discussed. You must ask them for results. Okay, if they tell you they don't have results, that's a sign. They just told you they were an expert, that they can do the campaign for you, but yet they don't have results. Okay, that's a red flag. You gotta be leery about that. This will help you avoid people that are just wasting your time just so that you can pay them for setting up a campaign, but they're really not going to get you any results. Okay. Number 4, always negotiate the price. Okay, you always want to negotiate the price, because some people throw a high number out to you and it's not really high, but really, say you want to get somebody to just set up a campaign. They're going to manage it for maybe 7 to 14 days, $50, $30, $20. Some will do it for 10. Because again, it's really relative based on what they can do within the campaign. So for instance, if you need somebody to do specific things and they can't do them, then obviously if they're going to test with your money, you have to get them to set it up the way you need it to be done. Okay. Now, why do I tell you this, guys? Well, when I first got started, I went to Fiverr, and guess what? I found out that there were a lot of posers on Fiverr, and I got a little discouraged. I'm not going to lie. I was like, man, how am I going to find someone that, I'm not an expert. How am I going to find someone that's an expert to do this for me, right? What I found out is that I needed to know exactly to the T what I need them to do in order for me to be successful. And I started finding these people with ad campaigns, Facebook, Google, Bing, Yahoo, all that stuff. And then also when it comes to landing pages, and I came across someone that really put the work in on a landing page, because I knew what it needed to be done. Okay, that's what my point is not that I got lucky. I knew what needed to be on the page, and I knew what didn't need to be on the page. Okay, and this person took a landing page that I had for a carpet cleaner, and we went up. We were doing about, I would say, 40% conversions. Right now we're doing about 65, 70 conversions with the work that they did on that page. Okay, and they're doing some other works for me too. So another section that Fiverr has, if you go through the search, Fiverr also has a post request. So you can actually post what you're looking for. And then in there you tell them, listen, I'm looking for someone experienced. This is what I'm looking to do. I'm not looking for someone to set up a campaign. No, many of these people will be what you call professional campaign setups. They can do a very nice setup. They can monitor it, optimize it. That absolutely means nothing to me. No, I'm looking for someone that knows how to get results in this specific niche. And what is the result? You define that. For me, it's leads and phone calls, right? So someone to fill out a form or someone to call the business, okay? For you, depending on what you're looking for, it could be something different, but that's what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for it to be done within the next 24 to 48 hours. If we set up a campaign and I don't see that happening, I know that there's a red flag here. So I let them know that going into the encounter. That way they're gonna tell me, listen, that's not something that's gonna happen, or it typically could take 7 days. That's not true at all. It doesn't take 7 days, okay? Another thing you can ask them is, what type of offers, this will go back into, I would say number 3, must hacks about results. If they say they don't have results, you say, great, no problem. What type of promotional offers have worked really well in the said niche? Like they say they could generate it, but they can't show you stuff. What type of offers? Again, if they don't know this stuff, you know you're not dealing with a real professional. Someone that knows how to just spit out and get leads and phone calls to clients. Okay, promotional offers are going to be what type of specials work best in a particular niche, right? What type of specials are you going to run for the client? Things like that. Those are some telltales that they know what they're doing, right? And there's a lot of good outsourcers out there. Okay, now this is Fiverr. Okay, by me being able to find, and by you being able to find good quality outsourcers, excuse me, what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to leverage your time. Okay. So you don't want to bypass this step and try to become an expert. Okay. You want to become really good at finding top talent, because by finding top talent and I want to say negotiating with them and recruiting them. So yeah, recruiting them. Then this will free up your time as a business owner. Okay. You find top talent, you get them to implement the work because you know exactly what needs to be done. Right. And if you don't know what exactly needs to be done, this is why I offer a strategy call. Let's say you don't know what needs to be done. Strategy call, right? You need to know what needs to be done so that you can have success. Otherwise, you're just wasting time and money, right? Now, these are things that I utilize and I still utilize to this day when I'm going into new niches, when I'm going, because the ocean is so big, I don't want to guess. No, right? That's why with this new outsource, I'm always testing people to see how fast we can go and get better. Like we went from 40% conversions, guys, to 65, 70. That's game changing. Okay. What if I didn't want to give somebody a shot? I did my process. I vet them. I made sure they were good, and then boom, and they're hitting it hard. This campaign is doing really well. Okay. You want to also go through these processes and you can find top talent there. Okay. Next thing, you guys are looking for a coach, okay, to help you grow your SMMA agency, right? You want to click the link in the description below and you want to book a time to see if you qualify to be in my coaching program. Okay, the coaching program is not for everybody. It's for people who have made the stake to claim. They've said, listen, I want to be successful with my agency. I want to go from 0 to 10K a month and I want to go fast. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to guess. I don't want to figure it out. I'm not a guy that wants to figure stuff out. Okay, next day here, I'm going to another mastermind. I was actually invited. These guys in this mastermind are making millions. We're generating leads and phone calls across the country. And I was invited to go. Let me ask you something. Do you think that I guessed? Do you think that I said, you know what? I don't feel like spending the money. I'm going to go figure about it. No. These guys are in the room making $100, $150, $200,000 a month. What would I be guessing about? Right? So if you're sitting there and you say, hey, I want to get to 10K a month. I want to get to 20K a month. But you don't want to invest so that you can get there faster. Why would anybody who is looking to grow their, local service business, right? Let's just say you're in a local service, you work with home service niches and stuff like that. They're a service business. Why would they turn around and want to give you a shot? Because like attracts like. What do I mean? That means that you're constantly going to bump into people when you're prospecting, right? When you're trying to go in your business that are not willing to invest in their business, right? But what I realized when I was really ready to invest in my business, it was like the universe had just opened its doors and said, listen, I'm going to keep putting you in front of people that want to invest, because like attracts like. So listen, this video has been helpful to you guys. You want to click the link in the description below, right? You want to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, because I'm going to be giving you guys more content like this, and I'll see you next time.